So how do I know if I'm going through perimenopause? Great question. I don't really know the answer to that. I would have to tell you that you have got to listen to your body. Don't let anyone tell you you are going through perimenopause or not, because a lot of these doctors, they never actually diagnose us with perimenopause. They will tell you that you're not old enough to be going through it. And then we have all these symptoms all popping up, like tiredness, joint issue, memory fog, we are feeling lack of pleasure, we have irregular period, and then we are telling them that there's something wrong with our bodies, and they're telling us that, nope, there's nothing wrong with you, just change your diet and you will be fine. So I want to invite you to listen to your body. Listen to your body, because perimenopause starts at any age. It could start in your 30s, it could start in your mid-30s, you can also start in your 40s. I noticed perimenopausal symptoms when I was 45. I remember that day I was working on my PC, working from home, and then I stood up to grab myself a cup of coffee, and then I saw a pool of blood on my couch. Thank God we didn't have this couch at the time. We had an electric red couch at the time. And I saw the pool of blood I was sitting on. I didn't even notice I was even sitting on a pool of blood. So that freaked the hell out of me. I had to grab the phone and call the gynecologist to know what that was, because I thought it was like some crazy illness. So they did all their tests, they gave me the all clear, and then they just told me it's just one of those things that happened, that I should go home. They didn't even put me on anything. I think I remember they were changing my pills to something else. I can't remember the name, but they gave me another pill. And that was actually the start of me stopping to take the pill, because I needed to know what was really happening in my body for that to actually happen, because the doctors didn't even have the answer for it. So I went on Google that day, even though I would not recommend that you go on Google when you have something wrong with you. But I went on Google because I was 45 and I was just wondering what it was. And going on Google or ChatGPT, it mentioned the word perimenopause. And then I saw all the list of symptoms that could be happening. And one of mine was one of the symptoms, which was irregular period. And they have a lot of it. You can always message me or go and ChatGPT yourself and see all the other symptoms. I have some of it, which is memory fog is a big one for me. Lack of motivation, weight gain is a big one for me, even though I'm working on losing weight all the time. Memory fog was a big one. Irregular period was a big one. What else? I think those are the ones that I have. Joint pain as well. That's also another one that I have. But we have, I think, over 100 symptoms on perimenopause on the internet, and still we are not being diagnosed with it. We've been put aside. So how do you know that you're going through perimenopause? As I said, you have got to listen to your own body. You have got to listen to your own body. Most of the clients that I work with, they are women between their 30s and 40s. And I've noticed that the symptoms that they also come up with, they don't call it symptoms when they come on, but they will just tell me the issues that they're having. And most of them, they always have issues with pleasure. They are not excited about engaging with their partner anymore. Maybe it's painful, or they don't have the desire to be engaging with their partner anymore. And because of that, I always feel like maybe we can give them some embodiment practice here and there, or maybe we need to do some inner work here and there. But underneath it all, sometimes there might be some perimenopausal symptoms, which I didn't know at the time. And because of that, that led me to getting certified as a perimenopausal consultant, also getting certified as a functional health specialist, because I also know that our diet is important when it comes to perimenopause, as well as learning about perimenopause and doing some coaching around that particular issue as well. So I decided to get those two certifications, as well as to join with my sexology certification, so that I can have more of a round coverage to be able to support these beautiful humans that always come on my call. So these women are the ones that inspired me to get certified in the work. And also, I always encourage them to always speak to their doctors. Even if their doctors are still telling them that they are not going through perimenopause, I still invite them to take care of their health. So what are the things that you could do to help you to thrive during this period of your life? As I said, you don't need to wait till you get the doctor's prescription. I never got the doctor's prescription until last year. They still kept on telling me that I'm not going through perimenopause, that I'm not old enough, but I knew that there was something wrong. It affected the way I showed up in my business. I remember 2 years ago, I was procrastinating in my business. I had no desire to leave the bed. I was so demotivated. I was so depressed that it impacted my money, my income for that year. I don't even want to share it. But these are the things that happen. Sometimes when women leave work, they call it burnout, just because of these symptoms. And they don't know it is those symptoms. They just think that it's burnout. Perhaps it's not. Maybe they just need to be aware of what's happening in their body. So what do you need to do to be able to thrive around this period of your life? Of course, speak to the doctors. Maybe they might be able to prescribe you some hormones to allow you to elevate the hormones that you're losing. Most of us are losing our estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. Those are the hormones that you can have elevated or increased or supported when you're on hormones. So you can ask your doctors to give you that, but they will only give you that when you are probably diagnosed with perimenopause or menopause. You can change your diet and start to eat more fiber and a lot more protein as well, and drop all the sugar. They need to be dropped, and the alcohol as well need to be dropped as well. Or maybe you can drink in moderation. Another thing that I invite you to start to do is to start to exercise more. Instead of engaging in cardio, engage more in strength training. It's so beautiful for building muscle as well as increasing your bone density. That's another thing. Start to get out there and meet people, not other women that are going through perimenopause or not. Start to engage in the world, because a lot of us, we end up cocooning at home and watching Netflix all day, which is what I did 2 years ago. This is not the time for us to slow down. This is not the time for us to be disconnected or be isolated. This is the time for us to remain connected and be inspired by life as well. That's another thing that I invite you to do. And another thing that I'd like you to do is to invest in support, invest in coaching, invest in a therapist, anybody that you can share your thoughts and belief with. Coaches are amazing because they know what your goals are, and then they will create a guide and map for you to be able to achieve it. They hold you accountable. They check in on you so that you can show up, and there's somebody you can trust to be able to share your pain points with so that you don't feel stuck as well. That's another thing you can do. A lot of women forget about this. They forget about perimenopause. We are all waiting to turn 60 when we are in menopause, even though some people get into menopause way earlier. Menopause is when we are actually 12 months with no period, and we don't want to wait to that moment where we have no period for 12 months. What are we doing the 10 years before? That's why I'm advocating for women to bring the awareness to perimenopause and start to take care of their health right now, which means even from your 30, you need to start to take care of your health right now. I didn't do it, and I have the side effects of all those things, but right now, we need to start to take care of our health. We need to be aware that the first 10 years to menopause, we need to bring more awareness to it. We need to be cautious of our well-being, our mindset, our body, our pleasure, our relationship, what we surround ourselves with. We need to be conscious of that, because when we are conscious of that, we would have a healthier and better 60 as well. But if we wait till then it's going to take a lot more effort to be able to have that better life that we have. So I always talk about preventative care than corrective care. This is the time for us to indulge in preventative care instead of corrective care. So I hope this was able to answer your questions. If you have any questions at all, you can always ask me in the comments as well, or you can send me a message as well on victoria@victoriahoney.com. But also, if you want to listen to more videos like this, I want you to subscribe to my videos. If you're a woman like me that desires to live unshakable life, that they've always desired, or they know that they can live, then subscribe to my video, and look forward to the next video popping up soon.